Welcome to the TxPROS tutorial, how to order an annual timber permit in TxPROS. This video was produced by the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles, Motor Carrier Division for users of the Texas Permitting and Routing Optimization System, also known as TxPROS. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles issues an annual timber permit for transporting specific divisible commodities such as unrefined timber, wood chips, and woody biomass, as well as equipment used to load timber onto vehicles. These materials can be moved under either the annual timber permit or the annual over-axle, over-gross weight tolerance permit. The annual timber permit allows vehicles to carry up to 44,000 pounds on a tandem axle, provided the total gross weight of the vehicle or vehicle combination does not exceed 84,000 pounds. To order an annual timber permit in TxPROS, select Canoe Permit from the customer dashboard and choose, I know which permit I need. On the Order Permits screen, your company information should be automatically populated. Fill in any missing details or make necessary changes. Choose Timber Annual from the Permit Type drop-down menu. The primary delivery method is set to mail by default. The start date will automatically populate with today's date, but can be changed by clicking the From date. The end date will automatically adjust to 1 year after the start date. It is recommended to choose a start date at least 2 to 5 days in advance to allow time for delivery via regular USPS mail. Once you are ready, click Next. Motor carriers must have a $15,000 timber bond or an irrevocable letter of credit, issued to the counties of Texas, on file with the TxDMV's Motor Carrier Division before the permit can be issued. For more information on how to obtain a bond, please call the permit office at 1-800-299-1700 and select options 2 then 3. You will need to either confirm that you are a private individual or provide your USDOT number. If you have entered your USDOT number, click Next. The company information associated with the USDOT number will be displayed. Review the information, and if it is correct, select the checkbox confirming that you understand the listed information will appear on the issued permit. Click Next to proceed. Select the vehicle unit number from the drop-down menu under Vehicle Inventory. If the vehicle is new and has not been previously entered, you can manually input the vehicle information. For this example, we will select Unit 3. The information will automatically populate from the company data screen. Verify that all the details are correct, then select the appropriate industry from the drop-down menu under Industry. For this example, we will choose Agricultural Products. The remaining information will be pre-filled. Please ensure that all vehicle dimensions are within legal limits. This permit only covers weight, not size. Once everything is confirmed, click Next at the bottom of the screen. On this screen, you will see a reminder about the permit delivery method being regular mail. You must confirm your agreement with the selected permit start date from the previous screen. Next, on the county information page, select all the counties where the unit will be traveling. If the unit will travel across all counties in Texas, you can click Select All at the top of the screen. The available counties for selection are those listed in the most recent version of the Texas A&M Forest Service's Harvest Trend Report. The permit fee remains the same at $900, regardless of the number of counties selected, whether it is 5 counties or all counties. However, by choosing only the counties you will be traveling in, a larger portion of the fees will benefit those counties for road maintenance. Once you have finished selecting the counties, click Next at the bottom of the screen. A dialog box will pop up confirming the counties you selected. If everything looks correct, click OK. If any changes are needed, click Cancel and modify your selections. The mailing address screen is where you specify where you would like the permit to be mailed. Your customer account information should already be pre-filled. If any information is missing or needs updating, please make the necessary changes. Once done, click Next at the bottom of the screen. The permit fee will be displayed on the screen. You must preview the permit. Click the preview button at the bottom. A separate window will open with the permit PDF. Take time to review the entire permit to ensure that all the information matches the selections you made. If you notice any missing information, close the PDF window and click back to return to the screen where you can make necessary adjustments. Keep in mind, once the permit is issued, it is non-refundable. If the PDF is accurate, click back to return to the fee summary screen. The payment button will then appear, and you can proceed to pay for your permit. This concludes the tutorial on ordering an annual timber permit in TxPROS. For more information and additional tutorial videos, visit the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles website at www.txdmv.gov and search for the keyword TxPROS.